Roger Federer is certainly one of the best athletes of all time, having had the ability to transcend his sport and become a global icon. The former world number one was loved in every corner of the world, and his popularity did not wane even after his retirement, which took place at the Laver Cup in 2022. The last years of the Swiss career were very hard due to a serious knee injury, which forced him to undergo several surgeries until the decision to retire in the exhibition he founded, together with his manager, Tony Godsick. The 20-time Grand Slam champion has impressed the whole world with his elegance on and off the court, becoming a style icon and helping to increase the popularity of tennis, together with his two eternal rivals, Rafael Nadal and Novak Djokovic. The legend from Basel has remained in touch with the sport that has made him famous all over the world and has appeared in several tournaments in the last 2 years. The King was recently a guest at the Rolex Shanghai Masters, where he also attended the final between Yannick Sinner and Novak Djokovic live. During those days in China, the former world number one also participated in a small practice session with the four-time Grand Slam champion Carlos Alcaraz and his brother Alvaro. Federer launched a new racket. Federer has had many sponsors during his amazing career, but his longest running partnership is probably the one with Wilson. Recently, the 20-time Grand Slam champion launched the new racket, and it was the right opportunity to talk about this hugely successful collaboration. Having spent my whole career playing with Wilson rackets, I'm excited about the new RF collection that we have created together, said the Swiss maestro. I'm honored that Wilson is continuing my legacy by further innovating the game I love, and I hope the collection inspires the stars of today as much as I was inspired the first time I picked up a Wilson racket. Having the RF logo on the racket shows you that this is very serious for me, he added. I try to blend all my knowledge that I had over the last whatever 30 years into this racket. I also really wanted to always try a lighter frame because I have always been on the spectrum of quite a little bit of a heavier frame, which has been more difficult for people to play with. So it's been a great process and I'm very happy with the end result, to be honest. In case you have not seen it yet, here it is, he concluded. The former Swiss champion decided to use a racket with a larger oval starting in 2014, a necessary revolution after the toughest season of his career. Thanks to this change, the King won three more major titles at the 2017 Australian Open, the 2017 Wimbledon Championships, and the 2018 Australian Open. The last chance. Federer had the chance to lift his last Grand Slam trophy at the 2019 Wimbledon Championships, when he came within 1 point of winning the final against Djokovic. The Swiss perhaps deserved to lift that trophy, having played better in that match, but the Serbian legend made the difference in the decisive moments. He won in the decisive super tiebreak after one of the most spectacular matches in the history of tennis. During a recent interview with Head Tennis, Djokovic recalled that iconic clash in London, match in which he was a better player. Statistically, if you see one more points, just had all the stats on his side. He broke my serve and he was serving for it. I think 8-7 in the fifth set. 14-15 down. I just tried to make him play, make him earn his victory. Probably the most nerve-wracking match I was ever part of, but I just found a way to win it. Roger played his best tennis at Wimbledon, and no one imagined that it would be his last chance to win a Grand Slam title. Injuries plagued him in the following years, and fans were no longer able to admire the best version of the Swiss legend. The 20-time Grand Slam champion played his last major tournament at the 2021 Wimbledon Championships, where he was defeated by Hubert Hurkacz in the quarterfinals. That painful defeat convinced him to undergo another knee surgery in the summer of 2021, with the hope of returning to competitiveness the following year. His return to the ATP Tour was postponed several times until it was announced that the 2022 Laver Cup at London's O2 Arena would be the last event of his legendary career.